On today's episode of Would Jamie Eat It? We're gonna make eggs less complicated. All right, here we go, Bart. We've made it to the 20th episode of Would Jamie Eat It? And I've given away our topic today. It is about eggs and making those eggs less complicated. And not necessarily the egg. The egg is actually a very uncomplicated food.
It's just an egg.
But our buying practices can become complicated.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you go to the store, the eggs are definitely a complicated thing. But I mean, I feel like we say that about a lot of products that we've talked about. But eggs definitely have their own complications. I mean, when you go in there and look at the egg aisle, there's a lot of different varieties, a lot of different marketing, a lot of different terms used on the packaging. So give us a few of those, the more prevalent ones, and what some of them might mean.
All right, so you have your conventional eggs, the ones that take up most of the room in the aisle. Conventional, the chickens can be in cages. They can be in a very dirty, nasty environment. Crammed, being fed grain, which is not a natural food to a chicken, which makes it, if I'm eating something unnatural, it's going to make me sick. Well, it's no different with the chicken. The next would be organic. Organic chickens, the environment, I'm not sure about. It could be a very nasty environment again. But they are not administered antibiotics or hormones.
Which is interesting because we hear that term organic and we automatically think, wow, these just must be wonderful eggs because it says organic on the packaging. And it may or may not be the case.
Yeah, I mean, I could put you in a cage that you couldn't move in and feed you good food. It doesn't mean you're going to be healthy. The stress component is going to make you break down, right? Thank goodness you don't lay eggs.
That was a disturbing scenario.
All right, where are we? Cage-free?
Cage-free.
So cage-free just means that they can still be in a bad environment, still being given grain for food, but they're just not locked up in a cage. Free range is that they have the opportunity, a little doorway that they can scurry out of.
Chicken
door, that they have the opportunity to be outside, but it doesn't mean they take that opportunity. And then you have omega-3, which could be just like conventionally raised chickens, but their feed is infused with omega-3 fatty acids, which is an improvement, but still not great.
Okay.
And then you have the one that we have right here, pasture raised. And pasture raised can mean the chicken actually does mean that the chicken is raised and lives outside in the pasture eating its natural diet, which not only is the diet healthier for the chicken, but then that makes the chicken healthier, which then makes the egg healthier, which we eat that, and we are what we eat, correct?
You love that statement.
I do, because it's true. And the nutrient value, the good about this is that it has higher vitamin A and vitamin E content. It has a higher omega-3 content, great protein source, and a great fat source as well. The bad, if we have to throw in a bad, is that if you have issues digesting cholesterol or your body eliminating cholesterol, any egg is going to have a higher cholesterol content, but most of us don't have that issue.
Okay. Any specific challenge?
I was mentioning it before, is one of the questions or one of the concerns I get when it comes to buying pasture raised, because they are more expensive, is how can I afford to eat healthy? And my question back is, how can you afford not to eat healthy? So I would definitely pay $1 or so more for better eggs to ensure that I stay well.
Gotcha. Chickens are so funny.
They are.
But it is enlightening to hear you talk about the different free range, cage free, and organic, which could mean good things or may not necessarily mean good things.
And it really depends upon the manufacturer and I guess how into health they are, actually, instead of the bottom line all the time.
Okay, there you go. Episode 20 in the books, all about the pasture raised eggs. Thumbs up from Jamie on those. Facebook.com/WouldJamieEatIt. Comments, questions, submissions, send them to us. We want to hear it.
We do.
We'll see you on the next episode. Thanks.